Vasudeva. Now this word Vasudeva. Vasudeva. Deva means that which shines. Divyati iti devaha, Dyotanat devaha. Two meanings are there. Dyotanavan means that which is shining. Chaitanya Swarupa is called Deva. And Divyati means Kridati, the one who sports, the one who has Leela. That is called Deva. And Vasu word comes from Vas dhatu. Vas root means Vasati and Vasayati. Vasayati Sarvan Swasmin. The one which accommodates everything in oneself is called Vasu. And the one which dwells in everything, Vasati. So that which pervades all, that which is accommodating everything, that which is of the nature of Chaitanya is called Vasudeva. Those who studied Vishnu Sahasranama, we had seen these meanings of Bhagavan Vishnu. And that same thing is Shiva. You do not create any such confusion. Because in Upanishad it is said, in Mandukya Upanishad, Shantam Shivam Advaitam Chaturtham. That Advaita is called Shiva. So that non-dual truth is indicated by the word Shivam. Shantam. See, if somebody reads Tulsi Ramayana, in Tulsi Ramayana, Ramchandra ji is the deity, right? So he is the one who is portrayed as infinite truth. Yan Maya Vashavarti Vishwamakhilam Brahmadi Devasura. If Brahmadi Devatas, they all are deluded and they are working under the spell of his Maya. And it is said Shivji is taking constant name of Rama. So somebody says, my Shivji, how he is taking name of Rama? Your Rama should take. To remove these confusions only, I think Guruvaj is the one who, combination of Shiva and Vishnu, right? No. Ayyappa. Both are together now. Now what conflict? But still I am sure they have created something. Those who want to see division, they will see division only. And those who want to see oneness, they will see oneness only. So it is people, how they think. Jnanam, that's why will give clarity. Vasudeva Sarvam. In other Purana, if you read Devi Purana, Devi is sitting and Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh, they are sitting down, worshipping her. So now Devi is powerful. Tomorrow my puja mandir is changing. You don't have to change anything. Just understand that infinite alone is here. That's all. You know, in our youth camp, every year there is a theme. 1 year Ganesha, 1 year Shiva. Every year child removes all other gods. Just they have to understand that this is one. That's all. Sarvam. Sarvam Khalvidam Brahma. Upanishad says that which is all this is Brahman. So that Brahman alone, now you say is Shiva, is Vishnu, is Vasudeva, is Devi, Rama, whatever name you like, Kartikeya, Ayyappa, or Jesus, Allah. You don't have to restrict yourself to only one religion. No problem. Sa Mahatma, Bhagavan said that person is Mahatma. And that is Sudurlabha. Very rare to get this. Because the understanding is, other than that infinite truth, there is nothing. And that means this I as an individual is not there. Aipatatyaham. This aham is fake entity. That is what makes him Mahatma. So once this is understood, no conflict. This comes after many lives. So even if intellectually we can just hear this and appreciate, understand this itself has taken many lives. Because how many people are even ready to accept this statement at intellectual level? They say, no, this God only. Then comes fanaticism. From that comes cult. This is what, how from mainstream Vedic tradition and teaching, how people get digressed. It is because of this. When the right thing is not understood properly. Otherwise somebody will just blindly quote Vasudeva Sarvam. Understand. Do you believe in Krishna or not? No. Gone. So that is fanaticism. If the understanding is there that Krishna refers to that infinite truth, then whatever I worship is part of that infinite only. And that is why in our Hinduism, a tree you worship, people tree. Cow you worship, tulsi you worship, river you worship, ocean you worship, mountain you worship, food you worship, parents you worship, teacher of course we worship. Our books, Saraswati Puja, Lakshmi Puja, everything there is puja. But the understanding should be one truth alone is behind everything. Here Bhagavan concludes one topic. That topic which started from shloka number 14. So he had said, Mamebhya param avyayam. Ebhya gunebhya param mam na abhijanati. Those people who are deluded by the power of Maya, they do not know me as beyond gunas. So this Vasudeva Sarvam is that which is beyond gunas. So gunas cannot influence this truth. That is called untouched by anything. That is called truth actually. Anything which changes, gets affected is not absolute truth. And what is going to give mukti, liberation? Only absolute truth and nothing else. Liberation, that is why Bhagavan says, right, Jnani is Uttama Bhakta, Jnani is my Atma, because liberation is through only that knowledge which is seeking or which has sought absolute truth, not conditioned truth. Conditioned truth is relative only. Then, why people are not seeing this again and again, that question comes. Why don't we get it? Why forget about people? Why don't we get it then? So from 20 up to 26, Bhagavan is talking about those people who worship Paramatma with some other desire. And therefore, they do not seek the infinite truth. We are happy with some finite things. That is said now.